Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Talking Indie Mayhem. We have pretty much everyone from the show on Monday this week, and if you haven't seen it, why not? I mean, this show is hilarious. It's so funny that we get together and have another show just to talk about all the crazy things that have happened. But this evening, I was a guest, and I have the other two that competed against me. I did not win, which is okay, but I mean, you know. And then RJ is here with us tonight. Ron is missing out, but he's got some stuff going on, and he will maybe jump in the chat later. But without further ado, guys, let's bring everyone in. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
So before we get into viewing the clips and stuff, we're going to give everybody a little bit longer to jump in the chat. And let's tell everyone a little bit about yourself and like what books and stuff you've got out there. We're going to go in like reverse order, and we're going to start down here with Anita.
Hello. I'm Anita Stewart. I write under AF Stewart. I write horror, dark fantasy, dark steampunk, poetry, basically all things that are dark and stabby. I also host 2 podcasts, between Book Chat and Words That Kill for the Go Indie Now Network. And I have a Redbubble store with a whole bunch of designs that I'm expanding and spending way too much time doing. Because I like doing that.
I'm Dan Myers. I'm so pathetic by comparison. I wrote a book, Alejandro Rising, during COVID. I released it last year. I have another one coming out in July. And I don't have a blog, and I don't have any of that other stuff. But that's it.
Yeah.
I do Go Indie Now stuff every once in a while when they let me.
Yes, we're keeping you. RJ.
Howdy. Got Smart Dad, Dumb Dad, a parody of the Kiyosaki book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, with a gorgeous picture of me on the back jacket. And the book that my fellow co-host Ron and I wrote together, You Get What You Steal, available on Amazon, and also fabulous.
Yes.
And that's about it. And I have a messy office that...
I feel like we all have messy offices. You can actually see my part of my desk, which is piled up.
Yeah.
So guys, let's get down to it. What were some of your favorite things from Monday's show? It was on Monday, right, guys? My brain's
It
like...
was on Monday.
And
It's a very confusing
It was
week.
so long ago, I barely remember.
Yes.
Y'all, it's been a week. But for real, what was some of y'all's favorite questions? And even RJ, did you have a favorite question that you asked us?
I had a favorite question that nobody got right. I asked people what was the craziest thing they believed as a kid, or the craziest thing that their family did that they didn't realize was crazy until they grew up. And nobody had anything great. And then Ron asked me what mine was, and I'm like, maybe I should have thought of that.
Yeah, did you think of anything from them now?
I asked my wife, and she said my family is completely normal and we didn't believe anything crazy. So, not my fault.
Yeah, you know, and that's the sad thing is afterwards I thought of something that, again, growing up with 11 brothers and sisters, I don't know if everybody did, but...
Now's your chance.
Yeah.
Well, my dad would take a bath, and then a couple of my sisters would take a bath in the same water, and then a couple more of my sisters would take a bath in the same water, and then us boys would get in the tub in the same water, because I mentioned I have 11 brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
So,
Hot water.
they save money on the water bill, and then at the end of the bath, you know, they'd take a bucket of clean water and dump it over us. And yeah.
Wow.
And I thought that was perfectly normal. And I guess when I got older and was willing to get in the bath after somebody else, they're like, hey.
I mean, at least you guys were eco-friendly.
Yeah.
Conserving water.
And you probably had all the same germs anyway, at least after the first time. So
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So did you guys have a favorite question outside of that one?
I like the rabbit question.
Yes, the rabbit one's good.
I like the Al Qaeda question.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you were the only one that answered that. Of course you liked it. You got
I
the
was
points
like,
for it. I wasn't going to touch that question with a 10-foot pole. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was a good question, but I wasn't going to touch it.
No kidding. I think the Star Wars one where we had to make the sounds was my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah. I suck at sound effects. I love Star Wars, but I suck at sound effects.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, me too, as evidenced.
I thought we all did really good. But let's pull up, I'm going to pull up one for us to like discuss.
What porn star name can you come up with that also describes your writing style or career? So this would be your porn star name. Okay, Madilynn.
Wolf, the steamy wolf, or the steamy she-wolf. That's better. There you go.
All right. Daniel, do you have one?
Sprinty, they'll put it off.
And Anita?
Sexy McStabby.
Oh, well, all right. I'll give them all a point.
Dan's was definitely the best out of that. I kind of felt like that kind of came from a character idea for your stories too.
Well, I added the Dell because that's a big thing in the book, but then it was just Sprinty and put it off because that's how I write. I'll put it off, and then I'll write 10,000 words. And then I won't write again for a month, and then I'll write 10,000 words.
you're letting it marinate. You're not procrastinating.
I'm running it through my mind so that
Yeah.
when the time comes to write, I can just put it all out there.
Whatever works.
I like that explanation better than I'm just lazy and don't like to write.
Yeah. So let's bring up another one. I'm kind of surprised there's like nobody chatting us up in the chat tonight, but let's.
It's a Friday night. They're all at the bar.
That's true.
Oh, that's true. We
Or
can say
they're
anything. No one will be watching.
True. Okay, let's check out another fun one. Common great. Here we go.
So I'm going to start with Anita. Distantly related to British royalty, master of macrame, and only eats eggs and potato chips. And then Madilynn Dale, her best friend in elementary school was her horse, Pimples. Third degree black belt. When she isn't on camera, normally wears pajamas all day. And then Daniel Myers, over 7 feet tall, was a hand model to put himself through college, has 42 grandchildren with 9 different women. Was that right? Did I nail it?
You actually got one of the 3 right with me.
Holy mackerel.
Same. So, RJ, where did Ron come up with the inspiration for that one?
I have no idea. He just springs those on me. He doesn't share those with me ahead of time. So
That was like one of the most random ones I think like we had.
And Anita, which one did he get right?
Distantly related to royalty.
Ooh.
All Stuarts can actually trace their line back to Robert the Bruce, the Scottish king. So.
Ooh, nice.
So it was a small clan, and now it's very widely distributed.
The Stuart name came from the occupation of Stuart, one of Robert the Bruce's Stuarts. He was granted title and all that land and stuff, and all the Stuart clans spread out from there. So technically, I'm related to Robert the Bruce.
Ooh.
Very, very technically.
We bow down to you. Oh, that was interesting though. That he did get the fact that a horse was my best friend back in the day though, because of me. But his name was not Pimples. Never had a horse named Pimples. So.
Yet, maybe the next one.
That's true. When we get some land, maybe. So, let's go to the one that really made us laugh. Wait, was it that one? Yes, it's this one. Sorry, Dan, I'm going to pick on you for a minute.
That's
Under what circumstances should you ask someone if they are gay?
Daniel.
when they offer to perform on you.
I see.
Wait, let's dig into that just a little bit.
Did that seem a little specific?
So they give going to determine your response? I mean, like, wait a minute, are you gay or is this weird? Or is it real weird?
All right, no homo. But,
or maybe yes.
Yes.
Know, you better be
Depending.
gay, or this is really out of
or it would be awkward.
Or do you just need $20?
I feel like there's going to be some comments related to this answer.
Right. All right, well,
That was like the most unexpected answer I think I've ever heard, but it was so good. It was hilarious. Like,
It's all
not
like
that you would actually like ask in that instance, but like, oh gosh. I hope that you wouldn't wait till it was that far to ask for real. So
It'd be a little awkward at that point.
yes. Oh gosh. What was that like the first thing that came to mind, or did you have that prepared?
No, that was the first thing that came to mind, and that was based on a true story.
Okay, you have to share more now.
I'm not-
Yeah, just say wait a second. Oh gosh. RJ, so was that a you question or a Ron question? Like,
Usually, whoever asks the question came up with it. Yeah, we don't share them with each other ahead of time. Mostly, unless there's some fancy bit we're doing or it requires some coordination. But yeah, no, that was mine.
Nice. And then this was fun too, because I feel like all of our answers kind of like sum up what's wrong with our world. So here we go.
We've been shooting down all of these, balloons and UAPs out of the sky. What book would you offer to our future alien overlords to keep them from slaughtering us like pigs? Just give me your suggestions. What book would you use to save humanity?
Great question. Thank you, Nikki. Madilynn.
Mine, of course, because I mean, why not read all the steamy scenes? I mean, they gotta love some steamy romance, right?
Raising self-promotion.
right?
Gotta
Appreciate
what's
that.
Anita.
I was going to go with 50 Shades of Grey because they feel so sorry for us because the book is so bad.
That was beautiful. It turned mean right at the end.
They would think we were too stupid to destroy.
Yeah, I give you a point for that. How about you, Daniel?
I would say the Posleen series by John Ringo, because it deals with exactly this, and we end up kicking their ass. So maybe they think twice.
You're like threatening them. All right. I mean, I think those are all reasonable
Plausible.
strategies, not necessarily for stopping the aliens, but in Maddie's case, for selling more books.
Right.
Still a strategy.
Make the best of a bad situation.
You have a question?
So our main objectives to keep the aliens from attacking were sex, stupidity, and threats.
Yeah, we
Seems
covered them
as
all.
good a plan as any.
I mean, it is. I mean, I feel like it actually describes at least the U.S. portion of it. So if you think about it, do you guys have any other thoughts on that one that have come up since it?
I don't know if we show them a book where we kick their ass, they might learn something and do better than they would otherwise have. You don't want to show them your strategy.
Yeah, that's
They'd
true.
be like, "What? They have nukes? Good that we know that now."
Yeah, I mean, but then again, what if the nukes don't phase them?
Yeah. Or if they just absorb the energy and shoot lasers out of their eyes. Then what?
Yeah.
Then we're
Yeah, yeah, we are for sure. Let's do another fun one.
I'm considering a line of Go Indie Now greeting cards for indie authors. There'll be a large section of sympathy cards, specifically of the type, I'm so sorry your book sucks. Write some of those cards. Daniel.
roses are red, violets are blue, Hoovers suck, and so did your book.
Definite point for that. Anita.
Sympathies on your book launch. We're so sorry that the book just doesn't attract readers.
Heartfelt, less rhymey.
That's rhymey.
Although there was a trick no rhyme at the end.
Right.
There's a lot going on in Daniel's. But
Yeah.
okay, point for that. Maddie?
Sucks to suck. Keep trying.
I can't even tell that that is referring
It's modern
to.
poetry.
You know? Yeah. I mean, that could cover a lot of situations.
Yeah.
Maddie's.
It sucks to suck.
Yep.
Could do
Kind of
that
a
as
motto.
a bereavement card or
A simple, like, here you go. Sucks to suck. Keep trying. But I do think, like, Anita, you and Dan had some great thought on that one. Did y'all come in prepared with, like, an idea for that?
No, I blanked halfway through the thing I was saying, so I just improvised the end.
It
It
did
was
kind
like
of have that
I
feel.
started with something and then I blanked halfway through. So
And I just started with roses are red, violets are blue. I
Nice.
couldn't
I
think
mean,
of a rhyme to suck.
it pulled together good. Starting with that, like, you made it work. It really seemed like planned out. So,
Yeah, it's a strong start.
and now I want to see those actually show up on greeting cards. Like, I think it'd be hilarious. Or it could be like fanfic, kind of like art or something.
I want a commission from Hallmark.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure you can get greeting cards now just printed online that say anything. I got a bumper sticker for Christmas that says, honk if you love honking.
RJ's dog is loving the show, guys.
Oh, yeah.
He's still in the spotlight. All right, let's move to the crazy sound one. I couldn't not put this one in here because it's always fun to have fun sounds.
Please make the sound of a lightsaber powering up and then a blaster fight. And if you'd like, you could also do Darth Vader breathing. Madilynn,
Okay, which one first? Lightsaber?
lightsaber first.
Pew, 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 pew. And then
All right. I feel like, I mean, that was good. I appreciate it. Anybody think they could do better? And by anybody, I mean Daniel or Anita. Because you're the only people here.
Or people playing at home, you can type in your sound effects.
Oh, Daniel's going to do it. Good. All right.
So the startup. The blaster fire, I'm not very good at, but pew, pew, pew. I can't do that. And the breathing is just.
Jonathan, we cannot hear you, so keep going, but louder. Anita, did you want to go? Oh, Dan was still going. Who do you want to give the point to?
I think Madilynn did much better with that.
All right.
Some fun sounds. I love it. Like doing the crazy sounds. And Joe's hopped on to say, note to self, don't let Maddie do our Christmas cards and go indie now. It's
Probably a safe bet.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could try to draw them, but not words. I can write stories, but like my poetry rhyming skills are a little. So, yeah. So, Dan, since you were the winner, do you have any thoughts?
How's my life changed?
I mean, yeah, has it? Here, hold on. Let me do your fun, like, winner sound. So, what are your thoughts moving forward? Like, since you conquered Anita and I on this, and we were both on last season.
That was probably a disadvantage to you.
Yeah.
So I came in at just fresh and like on and all the nerves and everything. So then, but yeah, it was so much fun doing it. And I've not worked or done anything with Anita before, I don't believe. So it was fun meeting her and fun making fun of you.
Yes, it was entertaining for sure. But do you have a strategy moving forward? Because you're going to be competing against David Green, who won the entire season last year.
He is a shark.
I have no strategy. It's just I think I'll drink a little less, so my mind is more sharp, and maybe take a nap beforehand, and maybe read some of David's stuff so I can get in his head.
Ooh, that's a good strategy. Although he does drink a lot before he does the show.
Yeah, that is his strategy, apparently.
Yes.
That was my strategy, and
So apparently the drinking strategy works, which is why I have such a disadvantage. And I'm now a 3-time loser on the show. So
I think I'm twice now. I think so. I'm pretty much almost there with you, Anita. I think 'cause I had to do it again twice last. I think so. I don't know. It's a long time ago. And Joe wants to know how much more famous you are now, Dan.
well, I think there are like 3 more people who are more familiar with my name now.
Hey, that's 3 that weren't there before, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel you can still like go to the supermarket and buy your own?
I don't go to the supermarket. I have staff for that. So,
Good call.
My mother-in-laws live in my basement, so I'll send one of them to the store. So yeah, I don't have to hardly leave the house at all.
You have 2 mother-in-laws in your basement?
I have 2 mothers-in-law.
And they're both
In your basement. That's a whole lot going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my wife has 2 moms, so they're staying
And
with
they're
us.
both in the basement. Okay.
Yep. I'm not lived in their basement. They're lived in mine.
All right. That's an important distinction.
Yeah. Mother-in-laws in the basement is the start of a horror story. I'm just saying.
Yes. I'm like, okay, wait, what are they scheming? They're not planning to like off you, are they?
No,
You haven't
I don't
upset
think
them,
so.
right?
What's that?
You haven't upset them. They're not planning or scheming to off you, are they?
No, we get along really well. Besides, I pay all the bills, so if they off me, they're going to be on the street. So they're very nice to me, and they're very nice. We get along really well. So
Yeah. I by the way, have 2 mother-in-laws also, but it has to do with an adoption situation. They don't, and they're not in my basement. So,
do they get along?
They don't. They live in different cities, but they, on the rare occasions they've met, they've got along fine.
Nice. Well, since Dan is bringing out the hats,
It's St. Patty's Day coming up. I'm getting ready.
Oh, that's right.
Hoo-wee! Okay, Boomer. Haters gonna hate.
So
was that okay, Boomer?
Yeah, that was definitely not so much like just for you, but like at Ron and RJ, because y'all are all like,
I'm technically a Gen Xer.
I have Gen X habits, but I'm definitely like I fall in the millennials because I was born in 91. So yeah,
so a baby.
Yeah,
I was married in 91.
Oh man, yeah. So I have the clips combined of all the crazy hatness stuff that happened in this episode because, I mean, as we all know, the transitions for the hats didn't go quite smooth in this episode. So let's review those.
Our staff was off their game.
Yes.
That was fast.
Yeah. Oh. Now we'll switch. Make this so much longer. Now, we really have to make those longer. So, okay. Oh, nice. Danny.
Man, when did you get another hat?
I'd say Danny gets a point for that. He's got a second hat.
Second hat. Okay.
That's nice.
He's pulling ahead there.
Oh my!
I got so many free points. It wasn't even funny.
Yes. And I was laughing so hard the first hat exchange because it was so crazy that I when I pulled the clips, I saw you changing the hat to hat 2 and then victory. It was fun. Yeah. So where I fired that producer.
Okay, good.
Oh gosh. Oh. So RJ, is the new hat strategy to switch it every time it switches?
It is. And so I'm not sure how long that's going to last with different hats. I have a fair number of hats, and Ron apparently does too. But at some point, 3 hats per show, we're burning through hats.
Yeah. But you can always reuse them, right? I mean,
it may come to that. Or we can buy more hats. There's lots of solves here.
Viewers could totally send you guys some fun hats.
This is true.
That's a good idea.
Viewers, whenever you check this out, I know a lot of people are going to be coming back to watch this later. Send RJ and Ron some silly, crazy hats.
I think the contestants, whoever doesn't win, has to send them a hat. So each episode, they at least get one more hat.
I mean, do you have any specifications on what kind of hats people can send you?
I have a small head, apparently.
So if we sent you penis hats, y'all would wear that.
That might be. I'd have to see it. Before I could comment.
Keep it classy.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I mean, those are really good in an auction. I was in a group for recently and was kind of impressed. That was the most fought over item. I was like, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. So fun hats for you guys coming in the future.
Good. Yeah. Good. Can never have too many hats.
No. So, and it may be since Dan started the tradition of people wearing hats, you should encourage all the future contestants to grab a fun hat.
I thought it was required. I mean, I saw an episode and I don't know why, but I just thought that you were supposed to wear hats.
I like it because it's a good change. So I'm actually going to have to find some more hats instead of just randomly grabbing the tiara that was nearby. So
that was a really cool tiara though. That was like a fantasy tiara.
It is. Yeah. It's still sitting here. I took it off. I got it off of Etsy. So when the TikTok craze did the whole crown thing, and I was like, I'm going to not get one of those crowns. I'm going to get me a witchy crystal crown to wear because I'm a fantasy author. So
that is nice. That's classy.
Yeah. And it's got a little moon. Okay. I cannot draw this. Yeah, so
it.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. And then I never made a TikTok video once I got it in, so it's kind of happened.
And now TikTok's going to be banned, I guess. Unless,
what?
That's what I hear. They're talking about it.
Oh man!
Because the Chinese military
is using it, they're going to ban it.
Yeah. I think because the Chinese military is absorbing all your data and figuring out how to do whatever it is they do.
Man. So for another good laugh, because we're getting closer to our time. Where did it go? I just looked at it. Here's a good one about some chickens.
Egg prices increased 50% in the year 2022. Do you feel dumb that you didn't start raising chickens like RJ and I did? Madilynn?
Abso-freaking-lutely. My husband still won't let me get chickens.
You should do some of that stuff in your book to him.
Yeah?
To see if you could convince him.
Tried it. Doesn't work.
Try harder.
Yeah.
I feel like that caused the chat to escalate into the gutter after that. like so bad. But
That is always a risk.
yes. Well, guys, do y'all have any final thoughts on this episode? Like anything you want to see moving forward? Some of the other contestants do? Anita, Dan?
No, it was a lot of fun doing this.
Yeah.
though, but-
Maybe more smut and get the chat going. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it was on fire after that. I was like, holy crap.
That
Yeah,
did stimulate a lot of chat. People
Yeah.
are really predictable in that way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it was really nice playing with you guys.
Yes, definitely.
I know that Anita's too nice.
No, I'm
and-
not. I don't know why you think I'm too nice.
That's slander.
You're
That's
just a
slander, man.
sweetheart.
I am
You're
Canadian,
like-
so I am polite, but I
Yes,
am not nice. There is a
You're
difference.
polite, and you
Yes, go read
go
one
for
of
the
my books. You will
emotional
never think I am
impact.
nice again.
Don't worry,
Yes.
Tiffany. The replay is going to be available soon, like here
Yeah.
really fast. so.
Anybody who has read my books knows I'm not nice. Trust me.
She takes it out on the characters. So chat, picking up the slack. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys being on the show. Let's go around and we'll do a final, like, tell everybody where your stuff is at, anything you've got coming out, and we're gonna go in. We're gonna reverse from the start. We're gonna kind of we're gonna start with RJ. So RJ,
All right.
hold up those awesome books again. And
Awesome
tell us-
books. You get what you steal, and Smart Dad, Dumb Dad, and some fabulous stuff available on Amazon.
Woo! Yeah.
And there you go.
Sweet. And then we're going to go to Anita.
Yeah, well, there's one of my poetry books, Poetry of Monsters and Madness, to prove I'm not nice. I also write a lot of horror and dark fantasy. You can find them on Amazon, on all the other retailers. Best place to find me is on my website, afstewart.ca. I'm also on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and a bunch of other places. Oh, yeah, Instagram. I'm over there.
Yeah.
Are you Canadian?
Yeah.
Okay. I only have one book. Said not very ambitious, I guess.
It's the start of
and
your
you-
journey.
The best place to find me is www.wyvernsairy.com. I'm also on Facebook. I have a group on Facebook. If you go to Wyverns Airy and buy a book, I will also send you a real nice bookmark. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. All right. Then we're going to me. All right, guys. Well, I'm Madilynn Dale. You can check out my website, thechaptergoddess.com. I'm frequently on Go Indie now. And in fact, I am hosting This Week in Indies live at noon on Sunday. Tomorrow, a episode of the 3-act structure drops. And then we have stuff planned all for next week. The ones I know for sure that are next week off the top of my head are Mean Reviews on Tuesdays and Character Driven on Wednesday. And the rest are all coming. You can find out what's scheduled to drop on our YouTube channel. And yeah, but thank you guys for watching. And remember, it's always time to go indie now.